Once upon a time, there was a boy named Albert. He was a weird boy. One day after school, he decided to walk home because of the bullies who didn't like his weirdness. That's when Fritz the cat saw him. Fritz the cat liked orange things, and he was evil as the IRS. Anyway, Fritz the cat was amazing at tricking people and manipulating them. That's how he made a lot of his money. But anyway, that's another story. Fritz the cat asked Albert, "Hey, little boy, want this orange?" Albert was hungry because the bullies took away his food at lunchtime. "I love that orange," he said. With one sling of Fritz the cat's arm, the orange was thrown over the neighboring fence, and Fritz the cat said, "Go and find it." Albert then jumped over the wall to find the orange, and Fritz the cat laughed a deep chuckle. Albert searched for 5 long minutes, but couldn't find the orange. As Albert turned over a big leaf, he discovered a monkey. Albert poked the monkey with his finger, and the monkey turned around and looked straight at Albert and opened his monkey mouth to say, "What are you doing here?" "Finding an orange. Do you know where it is?" said Albert. "It's in France for all I care. Here in the jungle Kalawaska, we do not allow humans, especially little ones," yelled the monkey. Albert may have been weird, but dang, he was clever. So he told the monkey that he was an alien, not a human. The monkey said, "Oh, well, then welcome to the jungle, Kalawaska." "Thanks. How about that orange? Did you see it?" "Nah, man, I never saw that orange. But I hope you find it. You look like you could eat a cow." "Yes, I'm very hungry," said Albert. The monkey looked at the dirt and said under his breath, "I was hungry once. It was horrible. Here, you can find the Bibbly-Boo. He knows where all the oranges are." "But my orange was thrown over the wall over there. I don't think he can find my orange." "Man, don't you know anything? All the oranges cling to the big tree in the middle of the jungle. Even the ones that are thrown over the wall. It's like magnets." This made Albert happier than Christopher Columbus on a speedboat. But who is the Bibbly-Boo? Albert thought. "Monkey, who is this Bibbly-Boo you speak of?" "Well, the Bibbly-Boo is the last panda in the jungle of Kalawaska. The jungle gods came down from the clouds and told him that he was the last panda in Kalawaska. After the Bibbly-Boo stopped crying over him being alone, the jungle gods told him that he must protect the tree in the middle of the jungle, because it had all of the oranges on it." "That's deep," said Albert. At that moment, a girl was passing by and said, "Hey, monkey!" Albert looked over and was surprised to find another human, in the jungle after the monkey said there weren't any. "Hello, darling. I have a lovely alien over here who would like to get his orange back," said Monkey to the girl. The girl tossed her hair and said, I can take him. I was heading towards Blue Mountain." "Oh, how wonderful! Here, take him," said the monkey as he pushed Albert towards the girl. Albert stood speechless. "On we go," said the girl. "I'm Tamara." Uh, I'm Albert." The monkey started talking again. "Okay, now have a good trip. I hope you find that orange." And the monkey waved goodbye. The two were in for quite a trip indeed. After going through the dense jungle filled with friendly animals and bugs, they will have to cross the Cartonton Ravine. There was no way around it, because the slopes that created it were too steep to climb and too big to go around. The Cartonton Ravine was the darkest place in the jungle. In it were all of the mean animals and bugs. They were equipped with venomous fangs and sharp claws like a lion. "After we get through here, all we have left is a short walk to the tree," said Tamara. "This place doesn't look too good." Albert's stomach started to tighten. As they set foot in the ravine's shadow, a hyena crawled up to them. "Ah, what a fine pair. You're just in time for dinner." The hyena was the meanest thing Albert had ever seen. No thanks. We don't eat with mean animals, said Tamara. Wow, she has sass, thought Albert. OMG, what are we gonna do? Albert panicked. How do we get past all of them without getting eaten? Chill, bro. I have a plan. Tamara pulled out her sword and gave it a couple swipes through the air. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Tamara swiped through the crowd of hungry animals and bugs with her sword. All the animals screamed and insulted her as she swung the sword through them. She was fearless. About 5 minutes of mean animal slaying, all the animals that weren't cut in half ran into the dark shadows of the ravine. And Tamara said, "Okay, we can go now." Albert thought the trip would finally be over as they left the Cartonton ravine, but that was not the case. Right before them was a large, rapidy river. "Oh no, we're at the Kalawaska Gauntlet. I forgot about this," Tamara said in utter despair. "Will we be able to get across?" asked Albert. "With hope," Tamara replied. Tamara grabbed Albert's hand and walked into the white water of the river. The cold water pushed them down the river a little, but Tamara dug her feet into the sand at the riverbed. "Dig your feet into the sand with every step," she told Albert. The current got a little stronger and pushed the two into a boulder. Luckily, Albert was okay, and they were halfway across the river, but Tamara's ankle had gotten crushed and twisted in the act. "I must pull through," Albert thought. He dug his feet firmly in the sand, step by step, and kept hold of Tamara. A couple seconds later, he pulled on a tree root and pulled him and Tamara up out of the river. "Whoa, look, the tree's over there," said Tamara. "But I cannot walk. Carry me." Albert picked up Tamara and walked over to the tree, where a big panda sat by a pond, meditating. "Bibbly-boo, this alien carrying me needs an orange," said Tamara. The Bibbly-boo's voice was old. "Oh, well, one came flying on today." Yes, that one was probably mine," said Albert as he put Tamara down and walked to the tree with the Bibbly-boo. The Bibbly-boo took the orange off the tree and said, "The gods once told me that one must run like wind when returning home. I never really understood the symbolism of that, but you, sir, must run home." Albert nodded and turned away to Tamara. Will she be okay? Yes, she could just have one bite from one of these oranges, and she'll still be able to walk once again, replied the Bibbly-boo. So Albert thanked the Bibbly-boo and ran across the riverbed of the Rapidy River, through the Cartonton Ravine, and for the rest of the jungle of Kalawaska he ran. Finally, Albert jumped over the fence and saw Fritz the cat sitting by the side of the road. "Oh, so you found the orange," he said. "Yes, I did," Albert said with a smile, and threw the orange peel at the cat. Albert chuckled and ran home. Yep, that was a bad shot. We have to do this again. Okay, people, start rolling again. Hello? Hello? Why is this still recording? Oh my gosh.